David McCullough's The Wright Brothers is a gripping nonfiction book that takes us on a fascinating journey through the lives of Orville and Wilbur Wright, two ordinary men who did extraordinary things. McCullough tells the amazing story of how the world's first successful airplane came to be through careful study and vivid storytelling. Set in the late 1800s and early 1900s, The Wright Brothers takes us back to a time when people thought flight was impossible. Orville and Wilbur Wright grew up in a simple family in the Midwest. From a young age, they were interested in how things worked and wanted to rule the skies. The book looks at how hard they tried to fly, how determined they were, and how much they believed in the power of human creativity. As the story goes on, we see how the boys get closer and closer to their dream. The Wrights had to deal with both technical and human problems. They learned most of what they knew by reading the works of early pilots and trying things out on their own. McCullough describes in detail the many mistakes they made, the problems they ran into, and the breakthroughs they made. The boys' new way of thinking about flight is one of the main ideas in the book. They knew that it took more than a strong engine or strong wings to control an airplane. They came up with the idea of three-axis control, which let pilots turn and keep the plane stable in the air. This new idea changed the way planes were made and set the stage for how planes are made today. The story is broken up by important events that changed the Wright brothers' path. McCullough paints a vivid picture of their never-ending chase, from their early gliders to the design and building of the Flyer, their last plane. The first flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, in 1903 is one of the most important events in their history. The author brings this historical event to life by talking about the brothers' excitement and fear as they took to the air. The Wright brothers goes beyond the technical parts of flying to look at bigger ideas. It shows how important it is to keep trying, to work hard, and to believe that even things that seem impossible can be done. The book also talks about the brothers' strong bond and their willingness to work together. It shows how important it is to work together to do great things. McCullough tells us that groundbreaking discoveries are often made by people who are brave enough to question what everyone else thinks. McCullough gives interesting examples and clear pictures all through the book to help readers understand how complicated the Wright brothers' work was. He uses detailed plans and sketches to explain how hard it was to design and build their planes. The author also includes personal stories and letters, which give us a look into the brothers' lives and the problems they had to deal with. In conclusion, David McCullough's The Wright Brothers is a fascinating story about two ordinary people who defied the odds and changed the direction of history. The journey of Orville and Wilbur Wright comes to life through McCullough's careful study and interesting writing, making it a must-read for aviation fans and history buffs alike. This book is a celebration of how smart and determined people are and how hard they work to reach their dreams.